Christina, Warthog Princess, and welcome to another viewer requested video. This request comes from Amber, who wanted to see the Vera Bradley mini multi-compartment bag. Sorry, I had to think about that one. Mini multi-compartment bag compared to some of the other bags in that same size and roughly capacity category. I don't have that bag, and I have replied to her about that. But I did say I would show a bunch of other bags that are in that group. All the rest she did ask for, and some others. So the first thing I will show is the Midtown Crossbody. This one is very similar in basic structure to the mini multi-compartment, which, if you're not familiar, is basically a triple compartment bag in a purse size. So like the triple compartment travel bag, which I have in a much bigger thing. This one is similar but slightly different construct, but again, very close to the size we're talking about and would work as well. This one is it's Midtown material, which is like the Performance Twill, basically, but not quilted. It's just a straight fabric, which actually I like. I like the variety of having the two options, quilted and unquilted. This one is, I think it was Midnight Wildflowers, maybe? Something like Midnight something. My brain is not on full force today, but that's okay. This one is the style that was old enough that did have the lock and key, and the two tabs do have a hole in them. Well, not those two. This tab and the end piece here. And so you can lock that front pocket, which is great if you're in an area that has a lot of pickpockets, or if you want to keep your kids out of that pocket for whatever reason, things like that. But for me, it's decorative mostly, except when I'm traveling. But this is a great travel size bag. It does have a shoulder or crossbody strap, and it is adjustable. It has the Midtown fabric on the one side, and the other side is basically a seat belt woven, sewn on, and it's well sewn on. Like I said, it's adjustable, so there it is right there. And it's pretty generously sized. This does fit me quite nicely, and y'all know I'm a big girl, so pardon my sweatshirt, we were just out in the wind walking the dog. Huh, Kelly? Yeah. Come on. You want to say hi? You just going to sit there? Okay. Move out the way. Move out the way. She's hiding under there because she doesn't like the wind. But anyway, so like I said, it's basically a triple compartment bag. You have two zipper compartments. You have one on the front and one on the back. And in the middle is a magnetized section, which is nice. I like that quick access, but still secure in the middle of your bag there. They're basically three equal compartments, and as you can see, it's a fairly low profile bag, but it can bulk out. If you fill it up, it'll bulk, and that's okay. But this front pocket has an elastic slip, and it has that grommet hole. This is in the era where they were doing the chargeable bags. So you can put your charger and you can put your cord through there and put your phone in the front pocket to charge while you're out on the go. Or you can flip that around and do it the other way, whatever you want to do. Or you can skip that grommet and just use the pockets however you see fit. The back pocket has two slips on the front side of it and a privacy zipper on the back. But like I said, it has more capacity than you would think for its size. And that is pretty much it for this bag. How I store it, by the way, is I just kind of tame that strap and I put it right down in the middle, and then it lays pretty flat for storage. This next bag is the little Hipster. This one is slightly smaller. This is probably, honestly, the smallest capacity out of this group, and based on what Amber sent me in her picture and her list of things that she wants to put in the bag, it might work, but it might be a little tight. So it just depends on how you organize it. But as you can see, it's a little smaller than the Midtown Hipster. It's roughly the same depth, although let me tell you, this one has more capacity for sure. But it is still in that same category. It's just on the small end of that group. So this one has the front zipper pocket. This one, by the way, is in Fireworks Paisley. Inside has a big slip or a cash drawer, and then on the front of that has 4 card slots, 2 and 2. And the front one on this side is a clear ID window as well. But this pocket has a little bit of space to it, so you can put small pouches and things in there. The back of it has a big slip. This one is magnetized in the middle. Some are and some aren't, and it's not like they were and then they weren't. It was just, and it's not just factory or outlet, retail or outlet. It's kind of all across the board, hodgepodge, mix and match. Some do and some don't, and that's all I could say. Some do and some don't. But it's just a big slip, and it's nice. I prefer the magnet, by the way, but inside you have just a privacy zipper on the back, and that's it. But the strap is adjustable and not removable, kind of similar to the other. The next one I'll have, this is the VBU Crossbody. And there are two VBU crossbodies. I think the other one is called the Petite Crossbody, and it's more of like the all-in-one type thing, if I remember correctly. But this one has this magnetic flap. It has a zipper on the front as well. And then inside the flap is just a nice slip pocket there. On the back, it has a slip, again, not magnetized, but a decent size. Like my 6S Plus phone fits perfectly right in there with room to spare, very easily accessible, and I quite like putting it in there, actually. And then inside, you have just a privacy pocket, but this one has a little more capacity. It is twice as thick in this direction, and it's one big pocket. So if you have slightly bigger items, they might fit a little better in this bag. But it is slightly different dimensions, so when you put them together, it's just a wee bit shorter and a wee bit narrower in this direction, but it has actually significantly higher capacity just because of the way that you can pack it up differently. The strap on this one is a woven strap, more of a canvas weave versus the nylon seatbelt type. And again, I just store it, put the strap inside, and it lays pretty flat in the pile there. This next one is, what was this called? I think it's called the Bright Crossbody. It was a limited thing. It came out in like this and Foxwood. I grabbed them both, and I want to say it was a gift with purchase even. But anyways, this is a nice little purse, and it's bigger. Let's go with the bigger side. So here's the Midtown Crossbody, and you can see it is slightly taller, ever so slight, like 1 finger width, and it's about 2 to 3 finger widths wider, and it's also thicker. So there's the depth of this one. It's about 2/3 of the depth of this one. So this one is definitely much bigger. This is a great option. This one is in Deep Night Paisley. Like I said, it also was in Foxwood, I think it was. But it's a fairly simple bag. It has the adjustable strap that is not removable once again. It has on the front, it has a magnetic pocket, and inside it does come with a detachable pouch, which is really cool. I love pouches, so I forgot those pouches in there. I really should just take it out and store it with the pouches, but I have plenty of pouches, it's okay. But it's thin, it's just a double layered cotton pouch. It has a zipper opening, but it's just 2 layers of fabric, so it's double thick, and it's great, a great size. It's a nice medium cosmetic size, but it's very floppy, which is cool. But I like the paisleys, purple paisleys. Anyways, in this pocket, you also can fit your phone there very nicely, and I like that a lot. I'm going to put this back on here though, because I think that's why I left it in here. I was afraid to lose the pouch or forget that it goes there. But it doesn't have to, obviously. There are no pockets on the back, and inside you have no pockets. So like I said, very, very simple. So if you want organization, this is where a lot of different pouches would come into play, and that's what I thought anyways I would prefer. So it gives you the option to determine your configuration, which is sometimes preferable, not always. Sometimes I like the built-in stuff a lot more, but I like to have the choice to choose which ones. But anyways, there's that one. I do have both patterns in that. One of the other ones she specifically requested is the mini Carson. This one is in classic navy, and it is the velvet one. I did buy this from the outlet, but it is a retail item. It had shown up also on the online outlet sales as well, which, by the way, there's an online outlet sale going on right now if you're interested, and all these super amazing deals have been picked over, but there are still some great deals to be had depending on what you're looking for. I did not buy anything this time. I was so good. I'm so proud of myself because that's a miracle in of itself these days. But instead I bought some roller skates. So yeah, so it wasn't totally good. Although I have a rule. This is a side story. Time out, story time. I have a rule, general rule, that it's okay to splurge on things a little bit if it's for fitness related. Like I can buy a new pair of shorts to go to the gym. I can buy a pair of running shoes or a pair of roller skates because anything to inspire you to get active is a good thing. So there you go. That's my rule. So even though I broke my spending freeze, it was for a good cause. And anyways, I did go skating Sunday at the roller rink here in town, and it's not the best, but it was totally sufficient, and boy, I'm out of shape. And I'm really glad I did that, but I had already bought the skates, so I'm committed to this. So I'm gonna go skating again on Thursday, but I'm going during the adult skates late in the evening, so maybe there'll be a little fewer rugrats mucking up the place. But I love kids, but not when they can't skate. Anyway, I digress. We'll talk more about skates coming up because I've got a bunch of stuff coming. So anyway, okay, back on track. So we're talking about the mini Carson shoulder bag. It is the same basic configuration as the regular size Carson. It's just smaller, so that's easy to figure out. It has a flap right here, and it does have the snap closure. And this is a nice size pocket. It is plenty big for your phone or other things. It has a little bit of give to it, so I mean, you can fit some stuff in there for sure. And if you're not partial to flaps on your bags, it's nothing to fret about because it is just the front pocket, and also you can remove it. I mean, you had to do some seamstress work there, but you can remove it and then you're left with just the pocket. That's not my preference, especially when there's a stark contrast here, because you would be left with that interior pattern. Me personally, I like the flap on a front pocket like that. I don't like the flap on the main pocket. That's just me. But anyway, on the back, just like some of the others, you do have a magnetic slip pocket here on the back, and it is just patterned and lined inside. This particular variant does have like a faux leather trim on it on the front and the back edges of those pockets. This is a very strong magnet snap right there. And thankfully it is reinforced. I don't know if you can really see the faux leather ring around the back of it, which is good because I always have a concern with these strong magnets that it's going to want to pull right through that layer of cotton that it's sewn into. So I'm glad it is reinforced there because it is really strong. The other thing is, if you're having trouble, like on this one, it's, magnets don't get weaker really. So you can just put a piece of electrical tape or a piece of tape across there. And electrical tape, I use it because it sticks well and it's kind of like a stretchy-ish, so you can still snap through it, but it just decreases the strength of that connection for you, so it's easier to get in and out of the flap. Honestly, my preference is the hidden magnets because even when they're strong, they're super easy to get into, and you can one-handed get into it. Like this one, I feel like you need two hands because you really gotta pull that sucker. The good side of it though is when you put it down, that thing finds its home. Yeah. Anyways, okay, trade-offs. This one does come with a big long strap, and this one is the first in this group that is actually removable, so you can clip it off and change it out for other straps. This has faux leather tabs with the grommet there, so there you have that. This is a faux leather strap. To me, this feels very plasticky. I mean, it's okay, it's fine for the bag, but it's just not my preference of strap. It's not the most comfortable on your neckline either. But I do have some short straps, so I can take that off. I mean, this one is adjustable as well, but like the short ones, so you have a little petite bag. Okay, then you have a privacy pocket inside, and on the other side you have two slips right there. This one is a little bit bigger than you might think because look at the depth of the bag. I mean, that's significantly thicker. So this one is actually, Amber, and for anyone else, has a great capacity. I mean, this is a lovely small size purse. I would say small to medium for sure. It has a great capacity. So both this one and the bright crossbody are probably going to hold the most in total. But the bright crossbody, for comparison, thickness-wise, the Carson is almost twice as thick, and the bright crossbody is 2 fingers wider and 1.5 fingers taller. So they're all a little different. but they all have roughly the same capacity, and they all should hold what you're looking for. All right, and the last one, and this one is the biggest in the group. This one is the, Kelly, come here. I'll tell you that somebody's outside. Hey, stop. We got, hey, we got mail. I think it's, well, I don't know what it is. Kelly! Oh my goodness. It's all packaged. One package, all of that for one package. Stop, come here. It's okay. She's gotten worse with all this isolation. Hey, stop. Stop. Sorry. Come here. Hey, get up, get up, get up. Okay, come here. Hey, I know, I'm safe. I'm safe. It's okay. Nobody's coming in. He's gone. It's all gone. It's okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now I got dog hair all over everything. All right. So this one is in classic navy performance twill. This is the multi-strap compartment bag. So you have the multi-compartment and the multi-strap. I do actually really like this size. It's a medium size, which is great. And it has a front pocket. This front pocket is magnetic, and I do like this pocket a lot. It goes to the outside of these straps. So when you want to use the crossbody strap, or shoulder if you want, but it's adjustable and removable. When you want to use that strap, you can actually tuck this strap completely into that pocket, and so now it's not hanging and catching on things. That is great. That is a wonderful idea. Whether or not that was intent, it's a great feature. And because it has these metal loops here, it does lay flat. So whether it's tucked in or whether you're just using those handles and leaving them lay flat, they're great. The same strap on the back side, and there is a pocket here, which does not have a magnet, and for whatever reason, they did it only between the two fixtures. So this strap doesn't really tuck in, not like the other one. I mean, you can kind of tuck it into that foam pocket, if you will, but it doesn't really work. Yeah. So I really would prefer that this pocket, just like on the front, went to the outside of those, and then it gives you the option to tuck both straps in. Yeah, I'm all about symmetry and common sense and whatnot. But this pocket, as it stands, is a great phone pocket. My phone fits just perfectly right there, just below the surface of the top of that pocket. So it is a perfect size for that. But guess what? I can still do that on this pocket as well. And the magnet is just barely a little higher, so it does actually secure. But if you flop it, like, it flops forward. But it catches enough. But anyways, the phone stays right there in that middle section. So you don't lose functionality if you had expanded that back pocket, is my point. But there you have it. And then inside, it does have a recessed zipper, but it has the flap closure. So you don't lose any capacity from that. You have a privacy zipper on one side and two slips on the other side. And there you can see that pretty interior as well. So storing this one, again, I just tuck the strap inside. This strap also is performance twill on one side and a nylon seatbelt strap sewn on the other side. Really no idea why they didn't just do it all the way with performance twill on both sides, but c'est la vie. It is what it is, but I do like this bag a lot, and there's the base of it, so it is definitely the biggest of them. Here it is next to the mini Carson. So you can see, if I put them centered, you can see the capacity, but the base of it is pretty comparable as far as actual straight across depth. I still think this one's a little bigger, but okie doke. That is the selection of handbags. Amber, I hope that answers all your questions and gives you some ideas to hold the kinds of things that you're looking for. And please, for anyone else, feel free to get me your requests, and I will take a look at anything I possibly can for you. There is more Vera on the way. It's a tiny haul, but it's a good one. And then I have more Jujube and Lug, including the surprise box, which I'm so excited about. And I'm trying not to get online on Facebook and see any spoilers, so don't tell me what's in it. And then I also have Stephanie Dawn order coming and roller skates coming. So it's going to be a little bit of fun coming up in the next week or two as those packages start to arrive. Meanwhile, if you are interested in the cyclic vomiting syndrome auction, that is still happening. Right now, there are 5 items on eBay because, unbeknownst to me, there is that limit for new sellers, because I've never sold anything on there, that for the first 90 days are limited. So I have sold 1 item. 2 more items have bids on them, so they're going to clear out. And then as able, I'm going to keep adding things. So right now we're going forward with the eBay plan, and as I hit greater capacity of things, more items will show up on there. But in the meantime, because that is clearly not optimum, and I sincerely apologize for the slow roll start on this because I did not know. But also you can stand by if you're patient enough. I do have more items still coming in for donations. Thank you very much to everyone who has donated and donating. And I have another plan. I will share the details when and if I get that plan up and running, but it would allow us to look at everything all at once. So much more to come on that. Just a quick tidbit update there. But thank you for your patience as I figure out how to optimize that sale part. So save your money because there's a sale coming and it's going to be a good one with some great prices and some great items. And today, come here, Kelly. Today is National Puppy Day. Hey! So we've already gone out wandering with our pretty Vera Bradley doggy stuff and Chala handbag and everything. And we're going to go do some more of that a little bit later. Bye for now. Washy washy.